So I want to ask you a question. You know those mazes we used to do when we were kids? Did you start it off at the start? Or did you start off at the finish? I don't know about you, but if you're anything like me, I used to start off from the end. I want to start off at the end point and then work my way back to the start. And that's just the way I prefer to do mazes, and it was for the simple fact that I knew what the end goal was. So I said, okay, let's just work our way back. And it occurred to me lately, that's how we should all be living our lives. We know what the end point is. We want to be sitting like in a nice fancy house. We want to know that we lived a good life, had some good experiences, potentially even helped a lot of people. So now, imagine you are already at the end point. And imagine what you had to accomplish, what you had to set out to do, but also what sacrifices you had to make so that you could get to this end point. And then you complete the maze like this. Spend some time like on a piece of paper, just jotting down all the things you would have had to have done actually. So like imagine the end of the maze is 70. Say you pass away at 70. What would you have had to accomplish by the age of 60? What would you have had to accomplish by the age of 55? And as you do that, keep working back to your current age. So I'm currently 22. So my starting point would actually be 22. See what I need to accomplish. So currently what I need to accomplish, I've identified this, for me to get to that end point, is I need to have this YouTube channel, keep working at it. I haven't had the success I want from this YouTube channel, I can't lie to you. But I know eventually, if I keep persisting, if I keep improving, and I keep working on this YouTube channel, it eventually will take off. And if this doesn't take off, something I'm working on will. And I will eventually get to that end point if I keep persisting. And the same holds true for you. Find something that you know will, or at least has the potential to get you to that end point, and keep at it. Keep persisting. And soon enough, it will click. And once it does, keep working on it. Keep identifying the next thing and the next thing and the next thing that will get you closer to the goal. Because like for me, the YouTube channel, this is the current goal. After this though, I want to like grow my personal brand once I have like a decent following on YouTube. Once I grow my personal brand, I can like sell products to you guys. So like I actually want to start a supplement line, but obviously I can't do that now. A, don't have the finances. B, just don't have the following. Nobody's gonna buy my supplements. They don't know who I am. But it's this sort of thing that I know I want to set out to achieve. And it's through that I'm going to fulfill my purpose on earth, but also just live a life worth living. And I hope you take this as some inspiration to recognize that we all have that ultimate endpoint that we want to get to. A lot of us are avoiding it though. A lot of us are rather sitting back saying, okay, well, I can sit back now, just scroll on Instagram, or I can play some video games because that's fun now, I'm enjoying it now. The problem with that mindset is when you're 70 years old, I can guarantee you're going to regret it if you spend your whole life playing video games. I'm probably a bit extreme, so I don't play video games at all. But I'm not necessarily saying you shouldn't go that far. You can still play video games now and then if you're certain it isn't going to hold you back from your ultimate endpoint. But for me personally, I do believe if I want to get to my fullest, absolute highest potential, I need to cut out the video games as I already have. I've cut out all the junk food. I don't have sweets. I don't have chocolates. I sleep 8 hours basically every night. I've basically optimized my life like a maniac. I'm saying it as bluntly as I need to say it. But I've become a bit of a maniac with the way I've optimized my life. But I've all done this with the end goal in mind. And I hope this inspires you to at least make some changes to get on the path to that end goal. I know we're all young, we all like still believe we have a lot of time to figure it out, and frankly, we do. But you would agree that the sooner we figure it out, the sooner we can start succeeding, the sooner we can reap the rewards of sitting out on this path. So why not start today? Because if you keep putting it off, you can get into a habit of putting it off. And eventually you're going to wake up one morning, you're 40, 50 years old, seeing that your whole life went by, and you didn't take any actual proper steps to get into the end of the maze. And that's going to sting. So I highly hope you don't end up like one of those people. With it said, bro, I'll see you in the next one. It's becoming a pizza man.